This is 100 days of survival on a ship in an infected ocean in Minecraft. The infection has reached its maximum. In this episode, amazing places full of puzzles are awaiting you. The map will also change, and in this series, even the ocean will disappear. Also, you will find another dimension, a boss fight and a flying ship, an idea that we will turn into reality. Can I clean up the ocean and save the world? Find out in today's episode. In the last episode, we found a time machine. After fixing it, we were able to travel in time and space and heal the infected ocean. But not everything is so simple. To do this, we need 3 components that are scattered around the world.
Yeah, it won't be easy.
On day 74, I went to the first coordinates that I had previously found in the note. An island of golden space awaited me. Yep, that's what it's called. It's not an ordinary place, but a whole puzzle that you need to complete to get the first component of the time machine.
I just swam to the island and I already see such interesting monsters, but none of them won't ever stop me. Look, there is gold everywhere around here. Some golden pillars. Let's be honest, nothing seems right to me. Strange islands, those square heads. I can't even be sure whether they're friendly or not. Golden guardian. Shoot! Recharge! 1 HP, guys! Easy!
The island turned out to be much more complicated than at first sight. These monsters surrounded me and I barely fought them off. And I still don't even know what else hides here inside the island.
Don't you think that this column here looks very suspicious? Especially this foliage with a chest behind it. Oh, note! Explorer Joe once found this island. He was able to turn anything around into gold with a touch. This is what ruined his life. Things he denied became a reality for him. Joe's treasure is hidden somewhere. Whoever finds it and brings it back will get whatever they want. Explorer Joe, Golden Island? Nothing is clear yet.
There was an actual building on the island. At first, I thought that the item or block that we need is here. So the first thing we need is to thoroughly study it. I dealt with monsters that were inside, as well as a lot of other things.
Below me, some kind of mess with magma blocks. Golden pillars, golden parrots and goblets, and even pirate cannons. And there is also an infection icon there. There is a whole set here. There is even a sheep.
The evening was approaching, so I decided to halt my research and think about where I would spend the night. Of course, you would say it's possible to sleep on our yacht, but I'll tell you one thing. When the infection reaches such a level, when the ocean and the sky turn red, it is completely unsafe. There's monsters here that can appear and simply end our survival in one moment. First of all, I chopped some wood, got some coal and iron, a standard set, and decided to settle in this building. At the same time, I will try to explore everything here during the night.
Well, the sun is going down. Just in case, I'll close the doors and hope that no one will fall on us from the sky.
Last night was full of monsters, so I decided not to risk it and hide in a small box. Wait for the morning and continue my exploration of the island normally. On day 75, after waking up, I looted the box and found a new note there.
Return Joe's treasure to the island to get what you want. Joe wants his gold back. So we have gold here, golden apples, golden ore, a piece of paper. As I thought, this gold is cursed. Jeez, why did I take it then? Take your apples back. I had enough problems here. That's it. No gold in our inventory.
Meanwhile, outside the window, a monster suddenly appeared. It's probably a byproduct of the infection.
Well, of course, a monster attacked me. Infection Keeper.
The monster was not too strong. After killing it, I found another note. The note told the story of the explorers who landed on this island. After a while, their simple items began to turn to gold. It was also said that they sensed violent earthquakes.
Maybe it's because we touched the gold. Is it cursed? I don't know, but I'm sure I won't touch it again. I have the exact same opinion, guys. Well, screw this gold. You can't even make normal tools out of it.
Let's see what else was on this island. Hope we can find some more clues. At first, I saw a canopy. There, I found a golden revolver.
No, I won't touch it no matter what.
And a paper.
Where did Joe go? Well, how should I know?
I walked around the whole island and studied every block. This is the first time I have ever reached a dead end in my survival.
To be honest, I don't even know what to do at this point.
But there's one thing that I missed. A little box. And it gave me some hope.
Take a look, a box. What about the bush? I don't get it at all anymore.
And then I realized that I need to look for bushes. The result didn't take long to see the light of day.
Oh, I think I found something. Exactly, here it is. A hint. A secret place. Okay, this one looks like a beak, also a box.
Inside, I found a chest of Golden Joe. A question now is, what should I do with it? On day 76, I still thought that the key to the solution was in the main building.
Joe wants his gold back. How can I give it to him? That's it, I can't read anymore.
And here again, a dead end. But under the drawer, I noticed something dark, which turned out to be a hopper.
Only by giving Joe's treasure to the island can you get what you want. Yes, let's try.
At the same moment, thunder rang out in the building and a bush appeared. Incredible! This is just one of the locations that the survival has to offer. And the further we go through it, the more interesting things we will see.
Where did this bush come from? Tell me. Fell out of the cobweb or something? Look for the secret door under the house. Excuse me? Seems like it turned out to be an important plot item.
The search didn't take too long. I found it within 2 minutes.
Look for the secret door. Wow! Is there a secret door here? Alright, I don't know what awaits me behind this door though. Here we have a chest and a note. Finding this bunker wasn't easy. I was completely sure that there was absolutely nothing here. I hope I find what I'm looking for. Just read my mind. A time machine component?
We are going to travel through time. To do this, we need to assemble 3 components. So far, we've only found 1. If we'll travel into the past, we'll be able to stop the infection and survive these 100 days. There is almost no time left. My team told me something terrible was going to happen on day 80. Unimaginably terrible. So we had to hurry. Having sailed away from the island and returned home to my liner, I decided to customize it after all.
The infection won't go anywhere, but the ship needs to be improved.
As for me, the most important thing is the level of protection of our ship. It was a fairly low level, so the first thing I decided to do was wrap everything in barbed wire so that any monsters couldn't reach us. It turned out quite well. By the end of this, day 76 came to an end. If you remember, in the last episode I had to leave the island, and now my whole life and all my things are on this liner, which with the mods can move thousands of blocks. I already had a small farm, but I decided to make it bigger.
I think we'll start. There is never too much food, so let's make the second floor of our farm.
It turned out pretty cool. Now I will have more bread. The rest of the day I decided to spend on making a huge warehouse on the lower deck of our liner. It turned out super big. I'm looking into the future and understand that I'll definitely need a warehouse.
Oh friends, I did it. This is officially the largest warehouse in the history of all of my survivals. I spent almost all my wood making it.
On the 78th day, in the morning I decided to go on a little trip, and I didn't leave empty-handed.
Guys, I see something on the horizon. I wonder what it is. Is that a car? Okay, now let's try to carefully park and have a look. Oh, oops. Who are these guys?
And they, of course, turned out to be unfriendly.
Yes, friends. It looks like a flyover, part of a larger road. Why is it here in the middle of the ocean? I don't know.
To begin with, my task was to deal with all hostile mobs and then examine the place for loot.
It was difficult, but we won. This is a road, there is a car and a small camp. And most importantly, they grew potatoes and beetroots here. Good enough, let's plant it on our ship.
Much to my surprise, I found a note.
Just like we all like it, a note. You need to remember the login password 3452, and the password for the office is 4732. Take the card there and go to work. The password from the entrance and from the office, I don't see anything similar here. Based on this, it's not clear what is being said. Perhaps the answer is here.
At the top, I found a sheet with coordinates and immediately decided to follow them. It was far enough to swim, so on the way I met various dungeons, ranging from underwater ruins to flyovers. It was all the same flyovers following the example of what I found at the beginning. Morning. One day before the increase in the level of the infection, we still managed to reach the cords.
Good morning, friends. To make everything clear, I'm at the coordinates and absolutely don't see anything around. The only thing that there is a pebble, but I think it's just a normal generated structure. Wait a minute. What is this? Never mind, guys. I guess I was wrong. There is a door here, and I think that we'll try to get inside.
But as soon as I opened the doors, guests were waiting for me.
What a lunatic! Leave me alone! What kind of monster are you? Okay. The most important thing is that we're inside. Let's take a look.
Inside the room, there is such a door with a lock, a hole in the floor, as well as many doors, and there was a small problem with them.
I just love my team, because there's absolutely nothing behind these doors. I think I'm gonna go down there first. I ended up in some other room, so to get here you need to enter the code. Let's try, for example, 4732. It worked! Here's the card, folks. Excellent! Now we need to go upstairs and open this door. Just great! Looks like there's a whole labyrinth here. Production? For the production section, I don't know the code.
I found the code for this door in the first note, because if you remember, there were 2 of them. In the middle of the last room in this building was a chest that also had a code. And yes, while I was going around the whole building, I found it too.
Guys, there's a chest here. Here we need a password again. How many passwords are in this survival? Oh wait, I have a piece of paper. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And the reward just surprised me. I found an awesome gun, ammo, a note, and most importantly, the second component of the time machine.
Let's read the note. The weapons that were created here should not fall into anyone's hands at all. It's too dangerous. On test, it disintegrated half of the polygon. We need to destroy it before it's too late. Apparently, it was talking about the gun that I'm holding in my hands. It looks, of course, awesome. Friends, I think we need to get out of here. We already found the second component of the time machine. And now the very last component remains. I really hope that we find it soon.
Only at night, I returned to my liner and began to wait for the 80th day. The first thing that caught my eye was that the color of the moon has changed, the same as the whole sky. What happened that day will shock you. It all started when Minecraft just froze for 2 minutes. When it stopped lagging, I didn't find the ocean when I went outside. There was just a wasteland all around. The whole ocean just disappeared. Now we have to survive on its bottom, or what is left of it. Now new and most dangerous monsters will appear in the survival. Fish, sharks, all of this is in the past. The corals also dried up. From my ship, I could see ruined houses. It was strange because I don't remember parking my liner near any buildings.
You're probably interested in my reaction. To be honest, I'm shocked. Look, these are mutants walking around. These are okay, but this one looks very serious. Based on what is happening, it's time to take off the fins and all of that, and put on my normal armor. My poor yacht, guys. She has served me as my faithful companion for so long. How much we have been with her, can you imagine? And now she's just standing here on the sand because the ocean disappeared.
First of all, I decided to go to the abandoned buildings. Along the way, I met new dangerous monsters.
I feel like they're pretty strong because they move very quickly. How much HP do they have? Ouch, ouch! 3 HP left in total. I have 2 HP. I forgot to take ammo.
As you understand, the monsters turned out to be pretty strong. And given the fact that I always survived in the water, I didn't think we needed reinforced armor. And that was our first problem.
I remember that I have this gun. Let's try to test it now. Oh my god! Look at the size of this crater! Now that's what I call a gun. Look, our Bathy's cave now also just lies on the sand. We're approaching these buildings. I don't know what I'll find there. In any case, it's interesting because we're walking on land. I am even afraid to imagine what kind of monster is in there. 1, ready? 2 more running towards me now. This is the first time I actually see them. Let's take a look. Maybe there are some boxes here. Okay, bandages, waffles, and a meds too.
Near the buildings I found a bus stop. There was a very important note in there.
So, Zeman, you've played it. The infection completely dried up the ocean. You must return it back. Hurry, you have very little time left. Otherwise, you will share the same fate of the ocean. Sounds menacing.
There's only 20 days left until the end of this survival. It's obvious that I need to hurry, but I'm absolutely not prepared to survive on land. Because these 80 days I've been preparing for survival on the water. This is the first time I've experienced such difficulties. In the meantime, I found a second note that made it even more clear about what is going on.
You probably don't know how the buildings appeared. In addition to the fact that the ocean is completely dry, your liner, along with your belongings, has been teleported to the other coords. I hope you can still use the time machine to fix everything. Ugh, only a golden apple and carrot calmed me down. So, my ship has been teleported to a different location. How did they do it? Wow, my team has already reached this level of programming.
The hardest day of the survival is coming to an end. In the evening, I only managed to make a small ladder on the other side so that it would be faster to go up and down. Day 81. Since I spent all the wood on the construction of a warehouse on the liner, I need to replenish its reserves. So all day I was busy making a new tree farm. It is good that there were lots of dirt and saplings though. Day 82. I realized that there was a huge number of different places around me. I thought that by exploring them, I would just get answers to my questions. In particular, where to look for the third component of the time machine and how to fix it in order to restore the ocean.
More monsters, new ruins. Let's see what we have here. Let's try to shoot a huge charge. Why aren't you dying yet? Hey, not bad, except I only have 1 ammo left. 1 is ready, and the second is also on the way. And the third one too. I like this gun so much. It's really cool.
In the building, I found meds, a burger, and a cool helmet that looks like a combat one.
I look like a warrior.
Day 83. In the morning, I collected weed from the 2-level farm and continued to explore the locations.
Wow, look, I haven't seen the green ones yet. Let's try to hit them with our cannon. They seem to be much stronger than I thought. Okay, monsters, I see you have a wild party here, but I really want to loot this place. Come on, come on, come on, get out. Phew. You can call this a gas station. Well, or what is left of it. Imagine that all of this was underwater.
I took fuel from the station and found some new info.
I hate my job. It's a terrible bore. There was only one car at 3 o'clock. This is too much. The only entertainment here was only the radio, which had already stopped working. The new warehouse seems to be jamming all the signal. I can't work like this. I'm quitting today. Here's the warehouse coordinates. Yes, finally! A normal lead of our plot. Well, I hope so. Otherwise, the infection will simply destroy us soon. It's a pity that these cars are just decorations and you can't ride them. I wouldn't mind transport right now. I'm tired of running around.
On day 84, I improved my ship, or rather the house. Back then, I didn't know that in a couple of days, I would have to disassemble it. Day 85. Today, I decided to go to new coordinates to find the warehouse mentioned in the note.
We got a bit of a sandstorm today, and here's the warehouse. It seems to be not far from our ship, but I've already walked around here, so I'm a little confused.
I still ran into green mutants outside the warehouse. This meant that they were stronger than the previous ones and completely infected.
Better to bypass them. I'm about to run out of ammo.
With the help of a pickaxe, I carefully made my way inside.
I don't want to meet any bats here. Yes, a note! We received something strange by mistake. It looks like a part from some car. It weighs a lot, so I'll put this thing in the warehouse until the courier comes back and takes it back to the office.
Apparently, the third component of the time machine was located in this building. I immediately began to look for it. I had to act carefully because if this monster notices me, my survival can end in the same second.
Let's take a quick look at the boxes. A note and a time machine component, guys. That's it. We have all 3 components. You can't get to the time machine just like that, remember? Your ship can't sail anymore. You need to make it fly, otherwise you just won't make it in time. Most likely, you're already on the 90th day. You need to hurry. How can I make it fly? So far, I'm not on my 90th day yet. My team thinks quite low of me. There are more boxes here. Wait a minute. I think I know what this is. I know this mod, guys. It's from the mod that allowed us to move our liner. With it, we can make our ship fly. There are a lot of these blocks. With their help, we'll be able to make a balloon out of our ship. That's it, friends. We have to leave because it's already night and I feel like that monster will soon suspect something.
Yes, the ocean is gone, but still, we can travel on our ship. On day 86, I started to equip my ship. Some details have come to light.
As a matter of fact, friends, I started making such a schematic balloon and even attached it to our ship. The problem turned out to be that my ship was just too heavy to fly. We'll have to take it apart until it can fly.
It was sad news because you know how much time I invested in it and how hard I try to improve it. As a result, we now have to disassemble it to the minimum possible weight.
I think you would like to know how much we have to disassemble it. I'll tell you how much. We are way over the weight limit. We'll have to demolish our house, maybe this extension. I really hope that we don't have to touch our warehouse because all these blocks weigh quite a lot.
The liner could be left to build a new balloon, but this survival was conceived as survival on a ship. We have used a variety of vehicles and have not abandoned any of them. So I want to end my survival on the liner by all means. I had to disassemble almost everything. A farm, the warehouse, houses, even barbed wire and lanterns. But these were not all the problems. To truly make a building flyable, it must be detached from the ground. It has to be in the air, and that's why I had to dig out all the sand under a liner. It took 2.5 days. I didn't think there would be that much sand. Interestingly, nothing happened on the 90th day. I think this is because throughout the survival, we try to reduce the level of the infection as much as possible. But what will happen if we don't have time to save the ocean before day 100?
Well, friends, let's try to launch our magnificent ship. Take off! Wow! Look at this!
The question is, what did it cost us? Now we are heading for an abandoned city, which used to be underwater. 3 days later, we reached our destination.
Judging by the coordinates, it's around here somewhere. We won't get too close though. Let's leave the ship somewhere around here. It truly looks incredible. Let's take the components, get the resources, and go to the city.
I was amazed when I saw the city. All the water just disappeared.
Little by little, we are getting closer to the city. Just imagine, if you can see a small block of stone over there, then about this height was the surface of the water. It's so high. I have no idea how all this happened. Dead corals, look, they used to glow, and even algae grew around. We arrived at the building we were looking for. Here is our time machine. Look, there's a portal. I don't think it was here before. Where do we put our items then?
I remembered that there were hoppers here, so I decided to dig up the bottom of the portal.
Here they are, friends. Let's get started. The first component, the second component, the third component. Oh wow! For the first time in my life, I'm activating a portal like this. Let's see what awaits us on the other side.
I got teleported to a very strange location. Moreover, all the things from my inventory just disappeared.
Okay guys, I have 3 hearts again, just like on the first day of our survival. Look, there are some strange islands around, and we are on one of them right now.
This place is somewhere between worlds, and it should tell us the story of why the ocean became infected. When we get to the point, we can save it and bring everything back.
Steel sword, steel plates, and a book with a pen. Nowadays, the ocean is heavily polluted, and everyone knows that. But certainly not the architect of the plant, who decided to pour waste directly into the river leading to the ocean. There's nothing I can do about it. I have to keep working.
I had steel plates in my inventory, from which I made myself some armor because all my things are gone.
So, steel axe, oak planks, and sticks. I found a second chest here, and there were more wooden planks. Let's try to bridge up there.
There was a chest on the second island which revealed in more detail what my plan is. Because like you, I don't understand anything at all right now.
Tens of thousands of years of long history. Let's start with the medieval age. Looks like we need to go there because the tower looks medieval. I hope I have enough blocks to bridge all the way there. Otherwise, I'll have to look for a different way. Finally, friends, I'm here. Let's take a look around the area. Look, this is the ocean and it's absolutely not infected. The water is crystal clear. So we climbed up to the very top of this tower and there's another chest here. Arrows, a bow, a red shield, and a book with a pen. When the ocean was once clean, not everyone respected the environment and took care of our nature. Hence the consequences. I think we need to go to the future.
Apparently, this island was the future. It was already quite late to go there, so I decided to spend the night in the tower, and on the 95th day, continue my journey. In the morning, I bridged up to the new island, and there were guests waiting for me.
Okay friends, I'm on the new island, and I see a green alien over there. I don't know, a mutant? Yes, but I just only have a sword. Oh, and a combat bow. And that's it. Okay, let's see if I can handle it or not. How much health he took away? He removed almost half of my HP. Stay where you are.
To defeat him, I spent almost all the arrows.
I killed him with the last arrow.
Right ahead, a building was waiting for me. It was the lab where the infection came from.
Okay, look, there's a building here. I suggest we go into it. Yeah, it all looks interesting, friends. Office, the laboratory. The laboratory, as I understand, is right here. Stop, don't go any further. Wait. Ow, ouch, ow. Yeah, I understand. We need another way there.
Going outside, I found the entry to the window. I got to the control center and turned off all the turrets, thereby passing further. Next, I found a note about some kind of vending machine that supposedly there was a secret door and some kind of code that I had to enter there. When I found this place, I wasn't mistaken.
Wow, what kind of adventure is this? Wow, look where we got. Some secret place.
For the entirety of day 95, I went around this laboratory, which told me that the infection came from here due to the so-called human factor. The only way to defeat the infection is to go to the last, most extreme island, on which you will need to beat the boss.
Well, friends, I'm ready. I didn't find any new armor, but guns for sure. And I also have an ender pearl, which right now will allow us to move to the island right away. Great, we're already here. Above is the inscription. Look, Lord of the Infection.
The most serious and biggest boss of this survival. If I manage to defeat him, then the ocean will be cleansed.
So friends, he's running at me right now. Carefully, carefully. Oh wow, he's still breaking blocks there, guys. I need to gently push him away with this gun. Half of my HP. Carefully, let's shoot with the rifle. Guys, 4 HP. I have these, a whole stack of these things that can restore my HP. A little bit left, friends. Last bullet.
The ocean was cleared, the water returned back, and the sky also became bright, light, and cleared. The message of these 100 days is as simple as its whole meaning. Take care of nature as well as the ocean, because everything depends on you and me. We completed this survival in 96 days. Let's get as many likes as possible under this video, and maybe someday I will release 200 days. That's all. Like this video, and once again, subscribe to the channel. Good luck to everyone. Zeman was with you. Bye.